So I've just seen Wallace and Gromit's Vengeance Most Fowl, and it was pretty good. So this is a very light-hearted, family fun film. So nothing controversial. It's very short film. It's about an hour 15, but you can tell that a lot of work went into this hour and 15 minutes. But it's just paced at the exact right amount, and yeah, it's a really good watch for your family, friends, relatives, etc., with your kids. So yeah, really great film. I haven't seen a lot of Wallace and Gromit in the past, so this is almost like a fresh film or characters for me. So yeah, really charming characters throughout. Got introduced to Wallace the dog, and yeah, this whole plot. So the whole plot was basically, so this diamond thief was trying to use these robots to help break him out of prison and steal these diamonds, etc. And yeah, it followed a very kind of almost an action film kind of heist kind of plot. So that made it for really interesting viewing. Even though it was a stop motion animation, they tried to keep it fresh in terms of adding the action elements into it. So yeah, as I looked at it, and I've tried to do animation in the past, I realized how much time it must have taken to make this film. I mean, this is stop motion animation, and just the way each sequence is filmed, like you can tell like a lot of love and a lot of care went into this film. Like literally almost every scene, it must have taken ages to do just the placement of the actions, the placement of the characters, in terms of writing, how you convey those expressions and those emotions those characters are feeling, and the way they're speaking in front of the audience. That must have taken like a tremendous amount of effort, time, and also love and care with these characters. So I really appreciate how the filmmakers and directors and the modelers put so much effort into this. It must have taken so much time just to make this hour and 15 film, so really appreciate that. So yeah, but in terms of the film itself, it's like it's a very obviously linear plot, as you'd expect in a kind of a animation film or stop motion animation. I really liked the dynamic between Wallace and Gromit. It's kind of like a double act, a double duo, and I like the fact that it kind of adds its own kind of warmth to it in terms of its like jokes and silly jokes. So it's kind of, there's a lot of puns in this film, and it adds a lot of warmth to it. That even though these jokes are not the best, but these puns are like, they add a sort of character and warmth to the film. It's like it feels very northern England. You can tell that from the accents of the characters as well. So it's very northern, tries to be very warm and friendly, and you can definitely feel that through the characters. So in terms of the plot itself, it was like a very linear plot in terms of the heist, and in terms of breaking what was his name, Feathers McGraw out of prison. So yeah, it was a very linear plot, but probably the best sequence, the best scene was probably the final scene. So I'm guessing they were inspired, or they wanted to do something similar to like Mission Impossible or Fast and Furious. And there's a particular boat scene at the end, which was filmed very well. Like it's very dramatic, and you can tell like a lot of effort must have went into that sequence, because there's a lot going on, and you're really immersed into that scene, into that stop motion sequence of that boat and where it goes, really. So, and yeah, basically the way the boat interacts with the environment, you can tell like a lot of effort went into this, and it reminded me of sort of Fast and Furious and Mission Impossible, those sort of sequences where Fast and Furious, they got some hugely elaborate CGI sequence where some guys like flying on a car, and like there's a tank and stuff. Like it kind of reminded me of that, and I got a feeling maybe the directors were inspired by a sort of the Fast and Furious sequences where it's just so outlandish, and it's like, whoa, it's, you know what's going to happen, but you don't know how it's going to happen. So how are they going to survive, so to speak? So yeah, it was that was probably the best sequence I saw, and yeah, very impressive in terms of the way they filmed it. But overall, it's a very good family film. It's really fun to watch and really great to watch with the kids, your family, relatives. So overall, really good. I'd give this film a 8 out of 10, like a really good watch. And yeah, recommend it if you just want an hour to kill, hour and 15 to kill. Perfectly fine to watch this.